Right.
Pathan Sahib, look, I've been waiting for my turn. I didn't interrupt you. I listened to all your lies and falsehoods very patiently. Please spare me and give me at least 2 minutes, please. That's the least. हमारे आपको हमारी दोस्ती का वास्ता. Navika, can I please continue?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Navika, as a very astute, one of the pioneering political commentators, media crooks used to say, Salma quotes Sabrina. Here, Mr. Varis Pathan, with due respect, has quoted a journalist who's being currently investigated for fraud, ED fraud, and embezzling COVID funds. Earlier, she accused the RSS affiliate organization for a heinous crime like a sexual assault on a nun, which was later on proven to be committed by a Bangladeshi immigrant. So this is the whole problem with this false narrative being spread. You have an untruth or a falsehood being propagated in a foreign newspaper that is being done, and that is then taken up by Wikipedia and other organizations, other frivolous magazines, and stated as a truth for years to come. But can I please come back to the issue for which I had prepared what I wanted to say a couple of minutes, Navika, and that issue is on Mr. Sharad Pawar. So please give me a couple of minutes. I'm sorry I was distracted by Mr. Varis Pathan. Look, Vivek Agnihotri's next film should be the Vohra Committee file. And he should invite Mr. Sharad Pawar for the premiere. But Navika, to be serious, Mr. Pawar is what you would call appeasement max pro when it comes to playing the secularism card. Let me explain. By Mr. Pawar's own admission, he concocted a 13th bomb blast in 1993 to secularize the bombers and make it appear there was a bomb blast in a Muslim locality too, in addition to the blast in 12 Hindu localities. Remember also that he was instrumental in setting up the Maulana Azad Minority Financial Development Corporation, among many other schemes that even the Congress was opposed to when they ran the government together. So his appeasement politics is not a secret. What is hypocritical, of course, is that his party is now in coalition with Shiv Sena, that Mr. Pawar has on numerous occasions accused of being anti-Muslim. Tellingly, he slapped a 100 crore defamation suit on Outlook for publishing the Vohra Committee annexures that allegedly described his association with India's most wanted. The case was settled out of court. As to why in a democracy, parts of a government-appointed committee report can continue to be hidden from public remains a mystery. As I said, we were a banana republic from the day we became a republic. Now let me very briefly, 30 seconds, come to this lie regarding the Kashmir file. Does Mr. Pawar know about the Nadimarg massacre that the film truthfully depicts, where Zia Mustafa lined up 23 unsuspecting Kashmiri Hindus and shot them point blank? Does he know about Girija Tiku, who was raped and cleaved in two by a mechanical saw while she was alive? Does he know about BK Ganju, who hid inside a rice barrel when jihadis came looking for him and his Muslim neighbor informed on him? Ganju was shot dead. Rice laced with his blood was fed to his wife. Does he know about the slogan raised from mosque on 19 Jan 1990? Ralev, Salib, Galib, death to Kafirs, Pandits leave your women behind, Nizam-e-Muqta, and Navika, just 10 seconds. For him to cast aspersion on the film just so that the genocide can continue to be hidden from Indians is the worst form of appeasement. And the first people who should come out and condemn this should be the Kashmiri Muslims themselves.
I have to say that it is the double standards that I object to. Now, please let me explain. Give me a minute. As you well know, Rahul, as Justice Indu Malhotra said in her dissenting Sabrimala judgment that you also mentioned, notions of rationality cannot be invoked in matters of religion by courts, and she is absolutely correct. Rationally speaking, Articles 21 and 25 cannot coexist. There is a fundamental contradiction of our constitution. There can be no liberty unless you abjure religion. That's the hard fact. Hundreds, if not thousands of religious edicts are discriminatory and violate Article 21.
Yes.
The judges would become militant atheists if they were honest and objective. But would you or India accept this? A progressive secular state that correctly removes discrimination from the Hindu religion but cowers behind a lamppost like a wet cat when it comes to other religions is not progressive secular state.
Strong words.
Give me 30 more seconds. If the honorable courts object to the taking of life of an animal through a religious ritual, do they have the guts to ban halal? Every single day more than 1 billion Muslims eat meat after this religious ritual has been performed. In fact, it is an essential requirement. The dhabiha has to be performed. The incision has to be precise and deep that cuts the carotid artery and the trachea. The blood has to be drained completely. This while the animal is alive. The head of the animal has to be aligned to the Kaaba. And it is essential that Bismillah Rahman Rahim be uttered. Furthermore, only a Muslim can perform the slaughter. So according to the honorable judges, this isn't a ritual. In fact, this practice has been deemed so cruel in many European countries that it is mandatory to stun the animal before performing halal. The courts have to choose, the time has come. The courts have to choose spine or spinelessness.
Okay, some people also say that those are very hard words.